everyone, it's Nancy, Homeschool Scrapper here, and today I wanted to share with you, I realize I haven't made a video in a while, I was going to do some stamping with Gelattos. We're going to get there, but I was going to do a canvas, and then I was thinking, oh, it's the Academy Awards, so my plan is to do a canvas with stamping with Gelattos, and then a girl, maybe decked out for the awards. Anyway, wanted to do the background first before I started stamping, and I found this old little girl's Cosmo Cricut collection in my stash, and I just thought this is where we'd start. I had some scraps laying around, and that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back, and all of this will be glued down. Okay, and we're back. Everything now is dry, and you can see the colors have become much more muted. There's some little white spots, but I'm not overly concerned with that because they will, when I'm done, it'll be fine. Okay, so, stamp. I have a nice big foam stamp. This one's from Prima. I actually stole this. This is from Ainsley's stash. I'm just going to use some Gelattos and color my stamp. So these are dry, or they're a dry medium, so you don't really have to worry too much like drying time because it already is dry. So if you have to get up and leave in the middle, you'll be fine. So we're just going to color. You could also use this same technique with a rubber stamp. If you were to use a rubber stamp, though, you want to make sure and do something that is not a fine design. That's kind of a, you don't want it too fine because we're going to get a watercolor look, and obviously, you know, if this was watercolory, once it's all watercolory, it just wouldn't show the detail. So just picking out some colors and coloring the stamp. This one's kind of big, but I think it'll be pretty when I'm done. I like to color. I've always been a fan of coloring. I'm going to see how this is going to come out. The great thing about working on these canvases and doing this type of art is if I get this stamped, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to love it. And if I don't, I can just, you know, get some more gesso and kind of paint over it. Of course, the more I paint, then I'm going to lose more and more of my background, but, you know, I'm probably okay with that. Okay, so now the stamp is fully covered. I got to adjust my water sprayer. Get it a little damp. And then I like my stamps to go a little bit off the page. So we'll position it, firmly press. Sometimes it can be a little harder when working with a canvas. This one's not too big. If you have a really big one, it just won't make a good, oop, I smudged. Whoopsies. Wipe. Just wipe that off. Try again. Position my stamp. And let's see what we have. Not a whole lot. It's kind of hard on this canvas because it's so it has a lot of give to it. I'm going to color a few places a little bit more. and then try again. I think I might try placing my canvas on top of my stamp and pushing down that way. Might have more luck. Okay. A little more luck. You can see it's kind of coming out a little more. So I've got more of the bottom of it, the bottom part of the stamp now. I think maybe the top is just, I can see it, it's just too light. So I think I'm going to change the color or add another color and then stamp this part of it again. See what happens. Again, you know, if I don't like it, I can just wet it and wipe it off. Try and line it up. And then we're going to press from underneath. Just wasn't adhere, it just wasn't getting good contact. There we go. You can see now. You can see now at the top I have the gold. So we have that to start with. I'm just gonna play around a little bit more. See, maybe with some pens and some more Gelattos. I kind of like this gold. Might add just bits of it here and there. On my canvas. It's pretty. So you can see I've added some gold in different areas. Maybe, I think I'm going to seal this and then add some more layers. So I will be back. Okay, so everything's dry and set. Oh goodness, and we're just going to start with some mists and sprays. I think we'll make, I've got some Lindy's Stamp Gang. This is Wild Honeysuckle Coral. Give it a good shake. Been using a lot of Lindy's lately. I just like the colors. Use a little bit of that. We've got some sea grass green. I think I need some blue. Whole watch blue. I think I need new glasses. Give it a good shake. Make sure the lid's firmly on. Okay, we're gonna let this dry. Well, before we do, let's some splatters of gold. And now we'll let it dry and we'll see what we get. Okay, so my canvas is dried. All my mists have dried. I went ahead and sketched out a girl right here. You can see her. Sketched her out, and I've got to decide how to clothe her. I use vellum so I can see like a tracing paper. And this way I can see, I can kind of draw her dress, what kind of a shape we want. I'll cut, when I go to cut her dress, usually I will cut it a little large. I don't know if I want something form-fitted or something kind of maybe a mermaid. Kind of have wedding. This paper had some, the paper I started with had some wedding words and things on it. So maybe a wedding dress, mermaid style. I didn't have a mermaid style, but why can't she? Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe a sweetheart neckline. just sketch it out. And then I often save these patterns because, you know, if I make another girl, maybe her dress won't be quite the same, but it's a good starting point. So now you can see I have the dress ready to go. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to find some papers to cut that out of. Be right back.